Hello, happy Tuesday. And today our topic for discussion and this training workshop is, are you on your working on your business or in your business? So welcome, real wealth creators out here. Why do you want to cover this topic? Because a lot of people, a lot of business owners, I realize, are working in their business and not on their business. So what is the difference between on the business and in the business? Many people are business owners. That means you're working on, hey, my content creation, my copywriting, my emails, my webinar workshops, my trainings, my events, my sales of products and services, all these items, okay, that all the different things that you need, your HR, your admin, your paper documentation, your filing, your billing, etc., on and on. And the list goes on and on, never ending. So chances are you are focused on doing the task, the to-do list for your business. And unfortunately, many times it is actually working in your business. You're not working on the business. What's the difference? If you are working on the business, you want to wear the CEO hat. Okay, what does working on a business means? Okay, for example, if you are a coach or consultant in your business, you want to look at, okay, as a CEO, how do I want to grow this business? What's my target growth in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years? What's the eventual goal? Do I want to sell it? Do I want to own it for the rest of my life? Do I want to pass it on as a legacy to my children? Or do I want to invite entrepreneurs in there and then take over the business? Do I want to sell the business? Because this way, you would be planning a very different business plan for your business. On top of that, okay, what else do you work on the business? You work on the strategy on your business to get the clients that you want. So when you are working on the business, you are actually working on the strategy of the business. And instead of working on the task, okay, for example, if you're working on content creation, if you're working on your writing that emails, or if you're working on what else? Your funnel, you're working on creating more videos, chances are you are still working on the pieces within the whole structure of your business. So is this going to generate income for you? No, because content creation, maybe you need about a year of content creation, regular content creation, regular visibility before you can actually generate the income. So you want to be looking from the perspective of a CEO and then designing the business strategy for your business. So that instead of working on the different pieces, you would be working on the important pieces. So what else does working on a business encompass? For example, delegation. How do you delegate your job? Maybe you say, okay, right now I am a single person on this business. I'm a single coach. I only one-man show and I do not have anybody. However, there are things that is not your area of genius, not your zone of genius. For example, you're not trained in accounting. Maybe you're not trained in content creation, creating all these graphics, etc. So you would have to learn to be passing on, delegating to resources to help you in those areas of work so that you can focus on the pieces that will generate income, generate visibility, create you as the logical choice for your clients by building trust, connecting, and building relationship. So you would be working on what are the strategy behind creating more visibility, being seen, building trust. What are the things required for me to get there? So it is designing the whole structure as a chunk up view of your business. So some people work on their business by looking at the small little pieces, work one piece at a time, one piece at a time, one piece at a time. And then you get overwhelmed with, oh, there's so many pieces to do. Which one should I do first? And then you do one piece, hey, it's not working. You ditch this piece, and then you move on to the second piece, then the third piece and fourth piece. How many of you are like that? You try and error each piece for a short time, and then you figure out maybe it's not working, you drop it and move to the next one. If you are, share yes, because that would be knowing where you are in terms of your direction. If you are working on the business, you'll be working drawing the broad framework of the business. So for example, let me share. When I started pivoting online, creating this online coaching business, what I started with was, what are the main pieces I need? One, I need to build credibility and trust. And I need to leverage on social media. Okay, this is building on it. So of course, there are many other pieces that are small and minute. So for example, content creation. At the very beginning, you can work on the content creation because you're one-man show perhaps. And however, in the long term, you don't want to be working on those pieces because you're not working on the piece that is generating income for you. So if you are every day creating your content, designing the graphic, designing the look and feel, writing the minute details of your landing page, you're working in your business. You're not working on the business, on the important pieces. So perhaps this is the time when you want to look for help to help you work on the minute pieces that can support, that person can support you, so that you can focus on creating relationship. What's building on the on the business, building relationship, creating yourself the trust and credibility in the space that you can be. So it's the marketing component. So what can you do? In order to not work in the business, you can choose one, employ. If you have the funds, employ. However, some of you say, I don't have funds at the moment, I don't have this kind of income to employ people. Then what's the other alternative? Okay, focus on income producing activities. Exactly. Fantastic. That's a good one. You pick up. Yeah. So what you can do is you can go to Fiverr. Yeah. Fiverr. Upwork. All these freelancer can help you create all this content that you require at very low cost. And you can actually even ask for quotation from them to see whether they are a good fit for you, whether they are doing the videos for you. Yeah, editing videos. If you're editing videos, you're working in your business, all the small pieces that do not generate income. Exactly. Facebook users said the right thing. So you can go into all this space to look for a freelance person to help you design your landing page, design your Facebook covers, design your content graphics, design all the pieces, or you can find a copywriter, an email writer to write all this for you. And you are the strategy. Yeah, outsourcing, delegate it out, delegate the resources, the things that you need to build with this for your system, for your business, out to other people at low cost. These are very low cost. Upwork, free. I like Fiverr because there's a lot of options out there. And there are many people out there looking for jobs. So you can actually select from there. So content creation can be outsourced. Accounting can be outsourced. If you need someone to do filing, stuff like that, you can get someone to do it for you. So it is important to save your time to do what is important. Yeah. Hey, hi, Dean. Yeah. Good morning to you. Awesome. Yeah. So for anyone who wants to hop in with me in this stream, yeah, you can put facebook.com/streamyard.com/Facebook. So I seem to be slightly dyslexic. I always laugh about myself. Yeah, that's the enjoyment of life, because I learn to laugh at me. Okay, so it is important to work on your business instead of in the business. So what are the other pieces? Hey guys, you want to share with me what are the things that you can outsource? You can post it there. Instead of working on those pieces, post in the comments. What are things that you feel you can outsource? Okay, the only thing that cannot outsource is marketing. Okay, the only piece you cannot market outsource directly is your own marketing for your business. Because if you are a coach or consultant, you are the face to your business. Yeah. And you want to build your credibility and trust within the system. So you can't outsource your face, right? So you need to be seen working on connecting, perhaps on Facebook messengers, perhaps on Facebook stories, yeah, sharing yourself out there about if you're in LinkedIn, yeah, connecting with people through Messenger as well, going for networking events so that you can actually expand your circle of network. So those are important. How about now? What do you mean by how about now? Would you like to express a bit more about that? Yeah, so at least I know what you're asking, because I'm only seeing Facebook user on StreamYard. Yeah, I'm not on the respective platforms. So when you are focusing on the business, the income generating pieces, then you are potentially building on your business. So this is the very fine line between building on your business and building in your business. So I don't want you to spend your time every day of your life doing the daily task of designing your social media, posting, copywriting and posting that out there. You can actually easily get someone to help you do copywriting for your emails. And what is your role as on a business? You are a CEO. So what does a CEO do? You strategize a business. So for example, if I'm doing copywriting for my email series, just one example, I'll be looking at the storyline of my email series. What is all the emails that I require to build in the system such that it's automated? So I'm looking at the overall frame and the various pieces I need to build. And then I can just draw very simple emails and task it out for a copywriter to write the details. Or I can do a very simple story writing and then send it out to someone to refine it, so that I can actually have time to connect with people for the business. And then you can build your business resource bigger. So this is about being in the area that you should focus on building the business, which is for coaching business is one, coaching. Yeah, if you're in coaching, you want to focus on coaching. You don't want to be doing other things other than coaching. The small little pieces. Of course, I'm not saying they're not important. They are still important. However, you can be a director. So the director of a movie usually don't act in the movie, right? Because you're looking from a third party perspective on how do you need to direct the whole movie such that it's interesting for someone to watch the movie. And the actors and the actresses are acting in the movie and you are telling them what to do. So similarly, when you're working on a business, you are the director of your company. That's why you are director of a private limited, isn't it? A shareholder. So you are directing the direction of your business. And you want to focus on the strategy and the direction and the marketing piece and doing what is your zone of genius, which is coaching or consulting, if that's your area of work. Okay, so I have IPA, income producing activities, cost, connecting, and sales. Yes, thank you, Dean, for that. And personally, if there is no sales, there's no business, there is no income, there's no business. So if you continue to build in the business, chances are you are not doing your income producing activities to generate the income that can sustain your business. That's how business fails, because they work on the pieces that's not important to actually sustain the business. So I love for you to actually sit back and start drawing your design of your company. What is your long-term goal? What is your intention? What's your purpose of having this company? Are you building it for sale? Are you building to pass on as legacy? Are you passing, or are you going to continue until the death of you? Because different ways of doing will change. If you are working in your own business only, you have no intention for growth, you're just a business owner. However, if you are looking at building a company for sale to build a legacy or to pass it on to your children, or find someone who is capable to take over the business and either sell it or pass it on to the person, leave it as a legacy, the kind of structure of the business will change accordingly. How you want to build it will be different. And that's how you design the business. And then you design the income generating, producing activities. So like many of you here on social media, you are leveraging on social media to be the income producing space. So what are you doing in this space? Okay, one of the way of using social media, very easy, build trust, build credibility. This is a space perfect for that. By showing up where you should often enough. I serve this group, Facebook group, for Real Wealth Creation. I show up every Tuesday. I give value free training. I give free resources. I give away free breakthrough calls because I serve this community. So this is what I do. However, you say, hey, Stella, you're giving everything away for free. I build trust. I build credibility. And I show my results with testimonials with the clients I serve. I help them, I put on their testimonials, and then they in turn sell for me. So I focus on what helps me to achieve the results. So some people, for example, some of you say yes if you're one of them. Okay, the next question I'm going to ask is, are you focusing on designing your PowerPoints for your webinar, workshops, etc., instead of looking at the broader view of what do you want to achieve as an end result? So chances is if you're working on beautifying the PowerPoint, you're wasting a lot of time. However, if you're focusing on, okay, what are the 3 values I can teach in this workshop, and then just produce the 3 values, you can literally go ahead with no PowerPoint and serve the people with the knowledge and skill set that you have. Instead of getting stuck in your own way to build those pieces, why not sit back, relax, and communicate through a StreamYard, without PowerPoint, if that's stopping you from going ahead, by doing that in order to deliver value to the people out there. So do what you're comfortable with. Produce things that help you deliver the information, the value to your audience. Instead of using, maybe you're not good with PowerPoint, put that aside. Employ someone to do a few PowerPoint slides and then serve. Yeah, fantastic. Create and deliver value. The more value you create, the more impact and income and outcome you'll make. Serve your way to success. Exactly. So, I believe that's Dean, because Dean should be with me in this particular Facebook live. Yeah. So personally, I live by this very simple principle: give and you shall be given. The more you give, the people who can receive your gifts and are willing to take your guidance will follow you, and you are able to give them the results. And some people say, hey, Stella, I need to know exactly what are the moves. There are so many moves. I'm lost and I don't know what move to do. And as I always said, do one simple step each day, each week. Keep doing the same thing over and over again until there is good result. So for example, I do this Facebook Live, I give away a lot of value. Some people say nobody watch. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, I see 6 eyeballs there. Not sure, because perhaps there's people watching on YouTube. Who knows? Because it's live streamed to YouTube. So, however, just go on and still give value, because the person who needs your service and see that you're there consistently with discipline, perhaps this person need consistency, need discipline, and you are the perfect mentor. And this person sees that you're always there, showing up. They may take your direction because you are there all the time. And they want to learn it from you. They want to follow you to get the results that they want. Consistency, discipline. You're filling the gap of what your clients don't have. And you want to focus on doing all those things to show up and be there, okay, and support. Okay, let me see what are my problem is I'm so busy building my modules that I don't have time to go on social media. Good one. I want to say this. Stop building your modules. Okay, let me share this experience of mine. Yeah, it's overwhelming journey when we do everything at a time, one step at a time, has helped me overcome most challenges. Yes. A lot of you go to many coaches, consultants, programs, seminars, so on and so forth. And then you say, oh, I have so many pieces to learn, so many things to do, and which piece to do. Choose one. Out of the 100 pieces, choose one. Just do one piece that can monetize immediately for you. So Facebook user who is saying, okay, I have so many modules to build. Don't build any modules. Don't build any modules. Don't be shocked when I say that. I started with no modules. As I'm speaking here, I also use very limited modules. Why? Because if you're working on, this is working on and working in your business. You work in your business, you feel that, hey, I'm teaching mindset. Then I cover 20 different kind of modules, whether it's a recording, worksheets, whatsoever. And you build out these 20 modules, then you go out to the market and nobody wants to buy. Then you're wasting all your time. This is what I mean by you waste your time working in the business. So I would rather you focus on the steps to monetize, to be seen, to build credibility, testimonials, free calls. Yeah, I give away a lot of free calls. You know that? Free strategy calls, breakthrough calls, workshops, all for free. Because by giving a lot of value out there, someone will take a direction. And then when they tell you this is the piece I want, then you can build the piece alongside with your audience. So some of these modules that I built with the clients. Yeah. And I serve them with the questions they ask. They want this piece, I will provide the piece. Instead of you working so hard figuring out what people want, why don't you offer your service out there first and take a few people along your journey and build those pieces along the way? And you will not feel so overwhelmed. Yeah, but I have students waiting for the content. Build one piece, 1 week at a time. So what I will do is I'll invite them into a Zoom call. And for the first beta group, you can invite the groups in the first group of students into a Zoom. Okay, you can put them into a webinar and don't bring them in as panelists. Okay, and then the other side, they're learning live. So then you record the first Zoom recording of that module. At the end of the module, at the class, then you open up, you stop recording, open up for Q&A, allow them to come in as panelists, ask questions, and then you have a second recording whereby you are asking questions, or you're allowing them to ask questions and you're answering the questions directly. So that will form another bonus piece for your bonus. Instead of you behind the scene recording it, why don't you involve the students and then bring it, do it with them for the first time, and you build the modules along the way. This way, you will also have the kind of sense of achievements and self-esteem and confidence because you're giving them what they want. And when they because they're asking questions, okay, when they ask questions, you will know what's the next piece they need. And then you build the next piece. Sometimes the sequence of the pieces is different from what you intended it to be. Sometimes the sequence could be maybe your third, fourth piece should be your second piece. However, because you built in a certain sequence, you're not ready for the third piece because your second piece is supposed to be their fifth piece that they're asking for. So that's why I feel that you should, instead of focusing on the module building, build with the students, build alongside 1 week, one content. Along the way, you build out the entire module. When I first started this journey on mentoring, personally, my system is very strong based on accountability, based on community, based on support. So what I do is for those in Mindset to Profit, we come into a weekly coaching and I cover what's working now in what I do in my marketing, in my business process, so they know what's working because I've been working on them for the longest time, isn't it? So I'm able to share the results. Yeah. And then they model what I do. I give them the information to model. They can take my pieces and model some of it for their own area. And then We work on monetizing the process and customize the solution. So, and each of them has to work on the account with me as an accountability partner directly, mentor, so that they get the results week on week. And with that, do I have actually a full module built up? Yes, I do. I do have a full module built up. But did I do the DIY that I sell? No, because I realized personally, I prefer hands-on. I prefer to be alongside with them on the journey for the results that we can see towards the end. And in fact, I have a do with you and do both programs are do with you. Yeah, I don't, because I believe strongly in accountability, in community and commitment. So alongside, okay, they also ask questions what they need and etc. Then I build it along with them. So I like you to sit back, relax, breathe, focus on building one at a time rather than too many pieces and you get lost. So if you are stuck in some way in your business and you are wondering whether I'm working on my business or working in my business, why am I not generating the kind of results I want? You can always hop into a breakthrough call. I offer this to support you in your journey. So you can click on the link here below, stellarho.com/breakthroughs. I've done many of these breakthrough calls with no sales. There is no sales pitch. Basically, I will just go into a 2 hours call and we'll work on the pieces that you want in the call. Whether it's a life transformation call, whether it's a business transformation call, you can just hop in. I'm happy to serve you. So I'm working on giving value. So then you say, hey, Stella, why do you do all these breakthrough calls? I'm working on my business. I'm working on things that would potentially generate income for my business, working on all the pieces that put me out as a logical choice, as a business strategies for their business to find clarity in the business. What if I give you the blueprint so that you have clarity to know the 3 simple steps to build in order to monetize, position, market, and monetize your passion, knowledge, and experience without complicated tech. And you're working on connecting relationships to build your 6-figure business. As you all guys, a lot of you know, Joyce Pellegrini has built her business. I think she's into her 4th or 5th business right now. So it is knowing which piece to build rather than building many pieces and overwhelmed with, oh no, I have so many pieces to build. I have no time because we only have 24 hours. Like you, I also have many pieces to build. However, I build the pieces that are important for me to serve and impact lives. Okay. I did DIY membership and there's no implementation, hence no result. I rather answer questions to get my audience through their implementation so that they can generate the result for themselves. Perfect. Yeah. Many of these coaches and consultants that they offer DIY, however, they realize that the students are not taking action. Then you get demoralized whether you're doing the right thing, whether how come there's no result? Then maybe you beat yourself up and then you get like shut down in some ways and not want to continue building it because you think people doesn't want it. However, most people need the hand-holding process, and hand-holding does get them the result that they want. And with hand-holding, you're actually supporting them. Humans are social creatures, so you want to be there supporting them in their journey. Yeah, my business is not about me. Yeah, exactly. It's more about my audience result, my clients' results. Chances is if you're focusing on building up stuff, you may be lost in the building based on what you think they want. I would rather you work with your clients, the first beta group. If this is your first beta group, you can always invite them into a direct call with you, with a Zoom call, and build this piece together. And you will be giving them that value that they require. For example, if I'm working with Irina is a health consultant, exercise health consultant, eating right and exercising. I would love to ask some questions. For example, oh, Irina, I don't want to build muscles around my arms. I prefer a lean body. What are the potential exercise that you can bring me through and how long would that take? So perhaps Irina is building something that is different Then now I'm asking this question. She may direct me with a different solution. And then with that, I built a second module, maybe one with build muscles here, another one is don't build muscles here. And that will develop more into the modules that you're producing. Or eating right. Say someone is vegan, however, or you need to eat protein and you take almond nuts and whatever nuts. However, I am someone allergic to almond, for example. I could actually ask, oh, by the way, Arina, if I am allergic to nuts, what are the other alternatives to create a beautiful meal without, and with avoiding my allergies? So Arina can potentially come with various other options to guide me so that I feel assured that I'm taking enough proteins and yet I don't have to touch nuts. So this is there are many ways. Of course, I'm just citing examples based on, because I think one of our audience here is actually Irina. I love to have you here. Yeah. And the business process as you build will become clearer and clearer to you. And then that's when you build on more modules with your audience in place. So we want to focus on building on the business, not in the business. Like every day you're stuck in front of a computer building the many pieces. Yeah. I would rather you connect with your clients, ask them what they want, build relationship, and then that is your direct result in terms of the income that you're going to have. Okay, Facebook user, let me run through. Okay, got it, Stella. I hope this is Irina. Yeah. So Godzilla asks, how do you find content to discuss and to bring value? How do I find content to discuss and bring value based on what you believe in? Yeah. As you guys know, I do Facebook Live every week. How do I find content to cover every week? One, based on your belief system, you dissect your own system, find what is working, share with the people. But I would say the number one rule is share 100%. Be willing to share 100%. Some people are afraid that what if I share everything and after that they don't want to come to me? I don't have my clients anymore. I would say because you're sharing everything, there is really so much information. Sometimes the clients really don't know what to do. It is the how that they will come to you. It's the accountability that is important and the community that we want to build that will support the results at the end. It is a hand holding. So these days, information is free. Okay, it's all readily available. So I always believe in giving as much training as possible on our Facebook Live and cover as many topics as possible in the area of expertise that I have, the experience and knowledge. Okay, what are other ways to find content to discuss and bring value? Research. Okay, Google. Google Google around a certain topic that you want to cover. Google for different content and see whether that's aligned with you. I don't choose content that's not aligned with me. I choose content that's aligned with what I do, what I believe in, what's my value, and then I will share that. Okay, Google is one way. Research, reading. Yeah, if you're a reader, audio reading. I'm not a reader. I prefer audio. Yeah, depending on your preference. Listen to more, learn more, and never stop learning. Yeah, that's my very, very basic principle in life. Never stop learning, because the more you learn, the more information you have to share. And yeah, someone say, yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Exactly. And the more that you learn, the more you're able to share. Importantly, it must be real. It must be authentic. You have actually gone through the process, and that is why you strongly believe and you're able to break it down. Also, not be shy to break it down. Yeah, the breakthroughs and transformation is in the implementation journey. Exactly, it's the journey. That's the priceless part. Exactly. I mean, Eunice is sharing her journey as well. So a lot of people are trained this way. Okay, because of our education system, we're trained to find solutions, get to the destination. However, it is not the destination that's interesting. It is the journey to the destination. So, what are the values that you can share? Instead of sharing success, share failures, share the journey of growth, share what was the challenges, So if I'm a business strategist, I share what works and what don't work for me. And why do I choose certain platforms for marketing and not other platforms? And why do I focus on one? If you focus on all, don't have time. And focusing on one allows you to build yourself into an expert in that area. So whether you're in Clubhouse, Facebook, IG, whatever, LinkedIn, whichever social media, for example, if you're focusing on building your own presence, you need time to build the presence. So you need to repeat and rinse in that space so that they see you often enough in those areas. And also when you work on what is supposedly you're working on social media and the content creation in that particular social media, after a while you will know what works and what don't work, and then you can share value. You can give more value to the people because you have done it before. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, you can always post it in the comments. I'm happy to serve you. I will answer it. And if you're watching this from a replay, #replay. Some of you are live here with me. I love that you're live because you can be here, ask questions, join me in this Facebook Live. And yeah, potentially, we can have a conversation here and it will serve the other people who hop in later. So let's all focus on building on the business instead of in the business. Stop focusing on, oh, I'm not making the income as yet. This revenue I don't have. Some people focus on accounting, budgeting, revenue. As long as you have a broad framework, for example, of how much you want to invest in, say, marketing, then you stay and then you perhaps delegate to someone, or if you're doing it yourself, to track. Just track. Build out a simple system to track your budgeting, your revenue, and of course the rest of the things you can automate it. For example, a lot of the process that I have is automated using very simple system. I don't use complicated text. I use things that simple to follow through. So okay, any more? Okay, Frank, I think we are good. There are no questions at the moment. And if you have any questions on whether this part of the work that you're doing, are you working in the business or on the business, you can always post it because I can actually break it down for you to see from a different perspective. All right. So work on things that is income generating for you. Work on things that are potentially income generating for you. Okay, so building trust, building credibility, using one platform, be consistent, persevere, test. Marketing is testing, trial, and see the results. Work on what's not working yet, and then refine the process and put it out again. So this way is actually a marketing channel. You keep working on what's working, what's not working, instead of the pieces that are stagnant. Yeah, those pieces that will not directly generate the results for you, you can actually delegate out. So you want to work this week, I love for you to actually plan out the items that you need to do. So take a piece of paper and pen. Before we end, I love to share this final home play for you. Take a piece of paper and pen, write down all the activities that you do for your business. Okay, write down all the activities that you need, whether it's putting out a contract, doing your Stripe payment, doing your payment system, setting out a landing page, writing your content creation, everything that you do, write it down, and then stand out of this space. Look at it like this is not your business. You're actually consulting someone for the business, and then put next to it, is this if you're doing this work, are you in the business, working on your business, or working on the business, whether in or on? Okay, then from that perspective, you can actually extract the pieces that you can do it yourself, which is important to get the final result of income or revenue, or even the results that you want to provide for your clients, your customers. Those are the pieces. Those pieces that do not directly impact on this, delegate out. Send it out to someone. Or perhaps it's a piece that you're not strong with. Send it out to someone else to do. So that's the homework, home play that you want to do for yourself, for your business. Because only when you work on your business, what you want to achieve, what do you want to avoid, what do you want to focus on, then there will be your final results. Okay? I I'm grateful for you guys for hopping in for this Facebook Live. I hope I have given you some value through this Facebook Live, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.